You make the point that Nigel Farage has said he's going to campaign for Reform UK, he's going to be busy doing that. But I just want to read part of his statement out. He also said, important though the general election is, the contest in the United States of America on November the 5th has a huge global significance. A strong America as a close ally is vital for our peace and security. I intend to help with the grassroots campaign in the USA in any way that I can. I mean, it sounds a bit like he's basically saying the US election's more important than the UK
No, what
election.
he's saying is they're both important, and he's doing both because he's campaigning for us.
Important though the general election is, then he talks about, I mean, come on, doesn't sound like he's saying that.
No, it's exactly the opposite. What he's saying is they're both important. That's why...
Being nice to Trump. When he thought Trump was going to lose, he was beastly to him in newspaper articles. Morgan believes in nothing.
Absolutely nothing other than the self-promotion of Morgan, who is now
a YouTuber
called Felonies. This has never happened before, and with very good reason. Yet many former presidents have been in trouble. Richard Nixon over Watergate, criminal activity, people went to prison. Nixon was about to be served with a criminal notice, resigned as president, and then was pardoned. What about Bill Clinton? Well, he lied under oath about the Monica Lewinsky affair, and yet he too was pardoned. But Trump apparently should have declared the payments to Stormy Daniels, or his people should, as part of election expenditure. What happens if things go wrong there? Well, back in 2008, Barack Obama. Well, his misreporting was so bad that the campaign received a fine of $375,000. And what about Hillary Clinton? When they hid the fact, they paid money to a former British agent called Chris Steele to dig up dirt on Donald Trump. He produced a file that was absolutely littered, full of lies. None of it was proven. And yet, of course, her campaign received a fine. Yet what does Trump receive? 34 charges. Now, this is highly political. Alvin Bragg, the prosecutor in New York, said when he was running to be elected that he would get Trump. The Americans no longer have a judiciary that is in any way independent or, frankly, in which the country can trust. And that is very, very serious.
Nigel Farage announcing he's not going to be standing.
Oh, but he's also announced that he's going to be campaigning for us throughout the whole campaign, which I'm absolutely delighted with. So he's standing down from his broadcast responsibilities. Actually, that's going to be incredibly helpful. And sometimes if you stand and campaign elsewhere, you get sort of diverted and distracted when you're...
Just dumping the whole America project now?
No.
What are you going to do then? How are you going to... Because you said you didn't have time to campaign nationally and locally.
No, what I said
now you're
was,
saying you've got time to be leader
I said,
and a candidate for Clacton and campaign for Trump in some way.
Well, you didn't read the...
It comes as no surprise to me. I had a conversation with him several months ago, and we agreed that actually he wouldn't like being a member of Parliament. There's no way that Nigel would want to be a member of Parliament. He likes the national spotlight.
I'm not sure that's true, Lord Hayward.
Sorry.